narrative pitch by Leader of Opposition and Congress MP Rahul Gandhi. This was part of protocol, remember, to be replying to the motion of thanks. But he's clearly used this opportunity to target government at the centre without taking names, charging, of course, the top leadership as well, and said, how can 2 new election commissioners be appointed right before elections? And he's then taken a jibe at the mention of the Nehru-Gandhi era or Parivar that Prime Minister Modi has done, especially in the past few days and especially after the budget. Rahul Gandhi says that you keep talking about that specific issue. So we'll listen in again to excerpts of what Rahul Gandhi has said. But remember, this was expected on the lines of how he's charging, especially at the government at the centre. The address that he was making, as per protocol, had... and was supposed to be with regard to the budget or to the presidential address that had been done. But just apart from the campaign that he has been a part of in Delhi, using references from that as well to charge at government at the centre. And remember, it was while Rahul Gandhi was speaking that Kiran Rijiju had to come in and counter. So there was that brief moment where we saw a bit of a disruption as well, that Kiran Rijiju had to get up and speak up because he had spoken up on the China intrusion reference, and therefore because Kiran Rijiju from Arunachal Pradesh, Member of Parliament, Senior Minister as well, decided to speak up. But Rahul Gandhi, all guns blazing, responding to President Draupadi Murmu's motion of thanks, slammed one. For example, I'll take you bit by bit. Make in India initiative says there's no proper execution happening. And then he's added extra Maha voters who've been added. And then he basically quoted from Maharashtra elections. He's saying that there were sudden changes done before elections in Maharashtra. And he's alleging that there was a certain kind of a fraud. And that is attempting to be repeated here this time in Delhi elections as well. He's saying Prime Minister has not implemented initiatives that while he's announced with a lot of fanfare, but that hasn't been implemented on the ground as well. Make in India project was one of the big attacks that he did make. Then focused, remember, 2 days later we have Delhi elections. So he focused on Maharashtra, Himachal and said, look how voters were suddenly added, alleging fraud that led to the victory, for example, in Maharashtra of the BJP or the alliance. Let's listen in to some of the key highlights of Rahul Gandhi.
We talk about defense. And today, we have the Chinese. And the Prime Minister has denied it. And the army has contradicted the Prime Minister. It's true. The Prime Minister has denied it. And the army has disagreed with the Prime Minister that China is sitting on 4,000 square kilometers of our land, of our territory.
ऐसा इस सदन में अब मन चाहे बात नहीं बोल सकते हैं, ये बिल्कुल ठीक नहीं है सर, ये सीरियस मामला है। आप फॉरेन पॉलिसी पे, बॉर्डर इश्यू पर आप अपना कैसे मजाक बात कर सकते हैं? अपना मन कहानी आप बना के बोल रहे हैं।
विदेशी प्रतिपक्ष के नेता जो आप विषय बोल रहे हैं, जो विषय आप बोल रहे हैं, उसके तथ्यों को सदन के पटल पे रखना। आप
अनुरोध है, लीडर ऑफ अपोजिशन बोले, हम लोग शांति से सुनेंगे, ये आपका अधिकार है बोलने का, मगर आप मन चाहे ऐसा सीरियस इशू पे कैसे बोल सकते हैं? ये सीरियस मामला है।
Our foreign policy would take into account this revolution. When we talk to the United States, we would not send our foreign minister to invite our Prime Minister to his coronation. We would not send him 3 or 4 times, please invite our Prime Minister. Because if we had a production system and if we were working on these technologies, the American President would come here and invite the Prime Minister. So it is important to understand where
Please. Foreign policy. Leader of opposition cannot make such serious unsubstantiated statement. This is related to the relation between 2 countries, and he is making a unverified statement about invitation of the Prime Minister of our country is matter of our dignity. How can you make such kind of statement? He is leader of opposition, sir. He should be responsible in making such statement. Sir.
LOP is giving us very positive suggestions. Why they are worried, sir? For the country, he is giving.
Leader of opposition has the information from any official source. He must inform the House. If leader of opposition has the information, please inform the House. Who has told you that foreign ministers visited for the purpose which you have mentioned? You must specify it.
So remember, while this was supposed to be an address by Rahul Gandhi, but Kiren Rijiju had to intervene at that point, specifically one, because he comes from the state and he's been a senior minister in the government as well, when especially the China mention was made, and he's also been the parliamentary affairs minister. So Aishwarya Paliwal joins me for the latest on that. Aishwarya, that was one fiery interaction, especially when Kiren Rijiju had to intervene. Also take us through some of the highlights that Rahul Gandhi said.
Well, Rahul Gandhi, Pooja, let me tell you, spoke about a lot of things, also spoke about the youth and what the youth wants. And in fact, he started by saying that it is possible that the Prime Minister tried very hard, to make sure that India, if we speak about India, he said that the Prime Minister is really wanting to make sure that India grows. So that is how he began, and everyone was, actually looking at Rahul Gandhi at that point of time because he was praising Prime Minister Narendra Modi. But as he started speaking, he also spoke about the fact that there have been many promises that have been made. But what of the promises that were made 2 years ago? Have they been fulfilled? Those questions were being asked by Rahul Gandhi. And then he also spoke about the fact that the Donald Trump administration did not invite Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So now that was the thing which became a big fiery point. Kiren Rijiju got up and said that what you are saying is false. S. Jaishankar was being invited. Prime Minister Modi will be invited. But what you are saying is that the government had sent S. Jaishankar, and he was the one who was actually pleading the administration, the US administration, to send out an invite to Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So those are the things that became fiery point. And from what we are expecting, the BJP will come out and give a reaction with regards to this, because the BJP is saying that what Rahul Gandhi has said from the floor of the parliament, that Prime Minister, in fact, that the administration was requesting, Indians were requesting the US to make sure that Prime Minister is called. So that is something that is false. So questions definitely from the BJP side, Pooja, will be asked to Rahul Gandhi to give out reports and to also substantiate the statement that he's made.
So interesting that how he brought in China. One, of course, with regard to the incursion at the line of actual control, but he also referred to manufacturing aspects. He said everything has gone to the Chinese market. So tell us how precisely he used this opportunity, one, to target government at the center, and right now when we have 2 days away from Delhi elections, he clearly used that opportunity to bring in Maharashtra and other state elections.
Well, this is something, let me tell you, Pooja, that the Congress party has been speaking about. They are saying that there was something wrong with the way in which elections were being done. And it's not just the BJP that the Congress party has been raising fingers. They were saying that most of the people who were on the ground, they were saying that it has to be the Congress and Uddhav Thackeray and their alliance that should have won the state of Maharashtra. But the results were contrary to this. We saw the BJP sweeping the state of Maharashtra. Similar things were being said before the Haryana elections. People were saying that it will be the Congress party that will sweep through Haryana elections, but that was not the result. So with regards to this, Rahul Gandhi said that something is amiss, something is wrong. On this also, the BJP MP stood up and said that everything that you are saying, you need to come out with facts. How can you say that elections were being rigged? And not the first time. We have seen, Pooja, Aam Aadmi Party also, Arvind Kejriwal also has been making statements. And with regards to that, it was the Election Commission that came out and said, we are giving you 5 pointed questions. You need to answer that. So with regards to facts, now it is the BJP that will be asking questions of Rahul Gandhi with regards to whatever he has said, that now you need to substantiate everything that you have said on the floor of the parliament. From what we understand, Pooja, at about 3:30, close to 10 BJP MPs, senior leaders will be coming out of the parliament, and they will be asking questions of Rahul Gandhi with regards to the statement that he
made. And because the charges are so direct, likely a delegation of BJP MPs will be responding to those charges as well.